Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday English Channel. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy you're joining us today. We're going to learn something super practical, something you'll use every single day when speaking English.
And I'm Jack. Today we're teaching you how to talk about your habits in English, your daily routines, your regular activities, the things you do again and again. This is essential English for real conversations.
Essential English, truly. And here's why this matters. When you meet new people, they ask about your habits. When you make friends, you share your routines. When you live in English-speaking countries, you discuss your daily life constantly.
Constantly, everywhere, naturally. So please hit that subscribe button right now. Join our Everyday English Channel family, because today's lesson will change how you talk about yourself in English.
About yourself confidently. We're not just teaching vocabulary today. We're teaching you exactly how native speakers describe their habits. Real patterns, natural expressions, authentic English.
Authentic English flowing. And you must stay until the end because we'll share the #1 secret that makes describing habits sound natural. Once you learn this secret, people will think you're a native speaker.
A native speaker, fluent. Also, drop a comment below telling us one habit you want to change. We read every single comment. Your participation helps this channel grow and helps other learners too.
Other learners everywhere. So let's start with something interesting. What exactly is a habit?
A habit, exactly. A habit is something you do regularly, repeatedly, again and again, usually without thinking about it. Your brain does it automatically.
Does it automatically, naturally. Habits can be good, habits can be bad, habits can be neutral. They're just things you do often, part of your daily life.
Your daily life routine. Here's something amazing about habits. When you talk about your habits in English, you sound more fluent, more natural, more like a real English speaker.
A real speaker, native. Why? Because talking about habits uses simple present tense, the most basic tense, but native speakers use special words and patterns that make it interesting.
Make it interesting, colorful. Let's start with the most common way to talk about habits, using frequency words. These are super important, essential vocabulary.
Essential vocabulary, basic. Frequency words tell us how often you do something. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. These 6 words are powerful.
Are powerful incredibly. Let's practice each one. Always means 100%, every single time, no exceptions, constant action.
Constant action, regular. For example, I always brush my teeth before bed. Every night, no skipping, regular habit. Good hygiene practice.
Good hygiene, definitely. I always drink coffee in the morning. Every morning, without fail, daily routine. Very common habit.
Common habit, worldwide. Notice something? These sentences use simple present tense, subject plus verb, sometimes with S for he, she, it. Basic grammar structure.
Basic grammar, simple. Next word is usually. This means most of the time, maybe 90%. Almost always, but not quite.
Not quite completely. I usually wake up at 7. Most days, yes. Some days, no. Generally this time. Regular pattern mostly.
Regular pattern, generally. She usually takes the stairs. Most times she does. Sometimes she doesn't. Mostly this habit. Healthy choice, often.
Healthy choice, smart. Usually sounds more natural than always sometimes. Not everyone does everything always. Usually sounds realistic and honest.
Honest and realistic. Next is often. This means frequently, many times, regularly but not most times, maybe 60 or 70%.
60 or 70%. I often read before sleeping. Many nights, not every night. Frequent activity, relaxing habit.
Relaxing habit, peaceful. We often eat out on weekends. Many weekends, not all weekends. Regular social activity, common modern habit.
Modern habit, enjoyable. Here's a useful tip. Often can go in different positions. I often exercise or I exercise often. Both correct, both natural.
Both natural, acceptable. Next frequency word is sometimes. This is middle ground. Not often, not rarely, maybe 40 or 50%.
40 or 50%? I sometimes skip breakfast. Some days yes, some days no. Not regular. Depends on situation.
On situation varies. He sometimes works from home. Some days home, some days office. Flexible schedule. Modern work life.
Modern work, flexible. Sometimes is very useful because life isn't always regular. Things change. Situations vary. This word reflects reality.
Reflects reality honestly. Next is rarely. This means not often, infrequently, maybe 10 or 20%. Opposite of often, basically.
Of often, basically. I rarely eat fast food. Not often, not frequently. Occasionally, maybe. Trying to be healthy, probably.
Be healthy, conscious. She rarely watches TV. Not her habit. Doesn't do it much. Prefers other activities. Personal choice.
Personal choice, clear. Rarely is useful for talking about things you avoid, things you don't like, things you're trying not to do.
Not to do intentionally. Finally, never. This means 0%. Not at all, absolutely not. Complete absence of action.
Of action, completely. I never smoke. Zero smoking, not my habit. Health choice, strong statement.
Strong statement, definite. He never arrives late. Always on time. Very punctual. Reliable person. Good habit.
Good habit, professional. Here's something important. These frequency words usually go before the main verb, but after the verb to be. Grammar pattern, essential.
Grammar pattern, crucial. I always am happy sounds wrong. I am always happy sounds right. See the difference?
The difference, clearly. She is usually late, not she usually is late. Position matters. Native speakers notice wrong position immediately.
Notice immediately, definitely. Now let's learn another powerful way to talk about habits, using every. This word is super common, super useful.
Super useful, versatile. Every plus time word creates habit language. Every day, every week, every month, every year. Simple pattern.
Simple pattern, effective. I exercise every day. Daily habit, regular activity, consistent routine, healthy lifestyle.
Healthy lifestyle, active. We have meetings every Monday. Weekly habit, regular schedule, work routine, professional pattern.
Professional pattern, standard. I visit my parents every month. Monthly habit, family time, regular connection, important relationship maintenance.
Relationship maintenance, loving. You can also say every morning, every evening, every weekend. Very flexible, very natural sounding.
Natural sounding, authentic. Here's a secret native speakers use. Combining frequency words with every phrases. This sounds very fluent, very advanced.
Very advanced, impressive. For example, I usually go running every morning. 2 habit markers. Sounds very natural, very native-like.
Very native, definitely. She often calls her mom every Sunday. Regular and specific. Clear pattern, natural description.
Natural description, clear. Now let's talk about expressing how long you've had a habit. This is where learners often struggle, but it's actually simple.
Actually simple, really. Use for plus time period. I've been doing yoga for 3 years. Duration clear, established habit, long-term routine.
Long-term, committed. He's been playing guitar for 6 months. Recent habit, still developing, learning phase, growing skill.
Growing skill, progressive. Notice we use present perfect continuous here. Have been plus verb with ing. This shows ongoing action. Habit continuing now.
Continuing now, actively. You can also use simple present for permanent habits. I drink tea for 5 years sounds wrong. I've been drinking tea for 5 years sounds right.
Sounds right, perfect. Here's another useful pattern. Since plus specific time. I've been meditating since January. Starting point clear, continuing until now.
Until now, ongoing. She's been running since she was 20. Long habit, many years, established routine, part of identity now.
Of identity deeply. Now let's learn how to talk about bad habits, things you want to change. This is important vocabulary for real conversations.
Real conversations, honest. Common expression is I have a bad habit of, plus verb with ing. I have a bad habit of staying up late.
Up late, unfortunately. He has a bad habit of checking his phone constantly. Modern problem, common issue. Technology addiction, maybe?
Addiction, maybe. Concerning. You can also say I tend to for habits you recognize but don't love. I tend to procrastinate. Admitting tendency, being honest.
Being honest, self-aware. She tends to interrupt people. Not ideal habit. Social awareness. Room for improvement.
For improvement, definitely. Here's a life hack. When talking about bad habits, native speakers often add I'm trying to plus action. Shows improvement effort.
Improvement effort. Positive. I have a bad habit of eating junk food, but I'm trying to eat healthier. Acknowledging problem, showing progress, positive mindset.
Positive mindset, growth. I tend to be late, but I'm trying to leave earlier. Self-awareness, taking action, personal development.
Personal development, important. Now let's discuss good habits, things you're proud of, positive routines, healthy patterns.
Healthy patterns, beneficial. Simple way is I make it a habit to plus verb. I make it a habit to read every night. Intentional action, deliberate choice.
Deliberate choice, conscious. She makes it a habit to thank people. Gratitude practice, positive behavior, character building.
Character building, admirable. Another expression is I make sure to plus verb. I make sure to exercise 3 times weekly. Priority clear. Commitment strong.
Commitment strong, dedicated. He makes sure to call his family every weekend. Relationship priority, family values, consistent effort.
Consistent effort, loving. Here's that secret we promised earlier. The #1 way to sound natural when discussing habits. Ready for this?
For this, absolutely. Native speakers use phrasal verbs for habits constantly. Get up, not wake up and stand. Work out, not do exercise. Hang out, not spend time.
Spend time together. These phrasal verbs make you sound incredibly natural, incredibly fluent, like you've lived in English-speaking countries for years.
For years, definitely. Let's practice common habit phrasal verbs. Get up means wake up and leave bed. I get up at 6 every morning.
Every morning, early. Stay up means remain awake late. I often stay up past midnight. Night owl habit, common among young people.
Among young people, especially. Work out means exercise. She works out 5 times weekly. Fitness routine, healthy commitment, active lifestyle.
Active lifestyle, energetic. Hang out means spend casual time together. We hang out every Friday night. Social habit, friendship maintenance, regular fun.
Regular fun, relaxing. Cut down on means reduce something. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. Health improvement, positive change. Difficult, but worthwhile.
But worthwhile, definitely. Give up means stop completely. He gave up smoking last year. Major change, health decision, strong willpower required.
Willpower required, certainly. Keep up with means maintain or continue. I keep up with the news every morning. Information habit, staying informed, regular practice.
Regular practice, consistent. Put off means postpone or delay. I sometimes put off difficult tasks. Procrastination habit, common struggle, room for improvement.
For improvement, always. Now let's learn how to ask others about their habits. Conversation starters, social English, making connections.
Making connections friendly. Most common question is, what do you usually do plus time phrase? What do you usually do on weekends?
On weekends, specifically, this question opens conversation, shows interest, friendly approach, natural social language.
Social language, warm. You can ask, how often do you, plus activity. How often do you exercise? Direct question, shows curiosity. Fitness conversation.
Fitness conversation, common. How often do you travel? Interest in lifestyle. Getting to know someone, building rapport through questions.
Through questions, genuinely. Another useful question is, do you have any habits you're trying to change? Deep conversation, personal sharing, building trust.
Building trust, gradually. You can also ask, what's your morning routine? Very common question. Interesting topic. Everyone has morning habits.
Morning habits, unique. People love talking about their routines, sharing their habits, discussing their lifestyle. This creates good conversations.
Good conversations, meaningful. Now let's practice describing a complete daily routine using habit language. This is super practical, super useful.
Super useful, applicable. I usually get up at 6:30 every morning. First, I always drink a glass of water. Then I often do some stretching for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, briefly. After that, I make it a habit to meditate for 15 minutes. I've been doing this for 2 years now. It really helps me start the day calmly.
The day calmly, peacefully. I sometimes skip breakfast if I'm running late, but I usually eat oatmeal with fruit. I've been trying to eat healthier for 6 months.
For 6 months, recently. I leave for work at 7:30. I always take the same route. I tend to listen to podcasts during my commute.
My commute, daily. See how natural this sounds? Using frequency words, using phrasal verbs, using habit expressions. This is native speaker language.
Speaker language, authentic. Let's practice one more routine. Evening habits this time. Different vocabulary, different activities.
Different activities, evening. I usually get home around 6. I often work out for 30 minutes. I've been exercising regularly for a year.
For a year, consistently. Then I make it a habit to cook dinner. I rarely eat out during weekdays. I'm trying to save money and eat healthier.
And eat healthier. After dinner, I sometimes watch TV, but I usually read instead. I've been reading every night since last summer.
Since last summer, ongoing. I always brush my teeth before bed. I tend to stay up too late scrolling my phone. I'm trying to cut down on screen time.
On screen time, excessively. I make sure to set my alarm for the next morning. Then I usually fall asleep around 11. That's my typical evening routine.
Typical evening routine, perfect example. Natural flow, real language, practical descriptions. This is exactly how native speakers talk about habits.
About habits, daily. Now let's discuss some common mistakes learners make when talking about habits. Avoiding these mistakes makes you sound much more natural.
More natural immediately. First mistake is using present continuous for habits. I am drinking coffee every morning sounds wrong. I drink coffee every morning sounds right.
Sounds right, correct. Present continuous is for actions happening now. Habits use simple present. This is basic but super important grammar rule.
Important grammar rule, fundamental. Second mistake is wrong frequency word position. I go always to gym sounds unnatural. I always go to gym sounds natural.
Sounds natural, proper. Remember, frequency words go before main verbs, but after to be verb. This pattern is essential for natural speech.
For natural speech. Third mistake is saying since with time periods. I exercise since 3 years is wrong. I've been exercising for 3 years is right.
3 years, duration. Use for with time periods. Use since with specific starting points. Since January or since 2020. Clear difference.
Clear difference, important. Fourth mistake is overusing always when usually fits better. I always am late sounds too extreme. I'm usually late sounds more honest.
More honest, realistic. Native speakers rarely use always because life isn't absolute. Usually sounds more natural, more believable, more authentic.
More authentic, truly. Now let's learn some life hacks for building good habits, practical advice, real wisdom, helpful information.
Helpful information, valuable. Life hack number 1, start small. Don't try to change everything immediately. Pick one habit, master it first, then add more.
Then add more gradually. For example, don't say, I'll exercise every day, eat perfectly, and sleep 8 hours starting tomorrow. Too much, overwhelming, usually fails.
Usually fails, unfortunately. Instead say, I'll walk for 10 minutes every morning. Small start, achievable goal, builds confidence, creates momentum.
Creates momentum, progressively. Life hack number 2, use habit stacking. Connect new habits to existing habits makes remembering easier, makes doing easier.
Makes doing easier, natural. For example, after I brush my teeth, I'll do 5 push-ups. Existing habit triggers new habit. Brain connects them, becomes automatic.
Becomes automatic eventually. Or, after I pour my morning coffee, I'll write 3 things I'm grateful for. Simple connection, powerful result. Positive start today.
Becomes automatic, eventually. Or, after I pour my morning coffee, I'll write 3 things I'm grateful for. Simple connection, powerful result. Positive start today.
Today. Wonderful. Life hack number 3. Track your habits. Write them down. Use apps. Check boxes. Visual progress motivates you.
Motivates you strongly. When you see your streak growing, you don't want to break it. Momentum builds. Commitment strengthens. Success increases.
Success increases dramatically. Life hack number 4. Share your habits with others. Tell friends, tell family. Social accountability helps. Support helps.
Support helps tremendously. When you tell people, I'm exercising every morning, you feel more committed. You don't want to disappoint them. Social pressure, positive.
Social pressure, motivating. Life hack number 5. Be kind to yourself. Missing one day doesn't ruin everything. Don't quit completely, just start again tomorrow.
Again tomorrow, fresh. Native speakers say, I fell off the wagon, but I'm getting back on. Acknowledging slip, showing resilience, continuing effort.
Continuing effort, persistent. Now let's practice some useful expressions for talking about habit changes, personal growth language, self-improvement vocabulary.
Self-improvement vocabulary. I'm working on plus verb with ing. I'm working on waking up earlier. Active effort. Current focus. Personal development.
Personal development, ongoing. I'm getting better at plus verb with ing. I'm getting better at managing my time. Showing progress, acknowledging improvement, positive mindset.
Positive mindset, encouraging. I've cut back on plus noun or verb with ing. I've cut back on caffeine. Reduction achieved. Health choice. Positive change.
Positive change, beneficial. I've started plus verb with ing. I've started journaling every night. New habit, recent beginning, fresh commitment.
Fresh commitment, motivated. I'm trying to make it a habit to plus verb. I'm trying to make it a habit to drink more water. Goal setting. Intention clear. Work in progress.
Work in progress, developing. These expressions show you're actively improving, growing, developing. Native speakers respect self-improvement efforts, appreciate honesty about challenges.
About challenges openly. Let's review everything quickly. Main points, key patterns, essential vocabulary for talking about habits.
About habits comprehensively. Frequency words are essential. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. They go before main verbs, after to-be verbs. Position matters.
Position matters critically. Every phrases describe regular habits. Every day, every week, every morning. Simple and effective. Very common pattern.
Very common, natural. Present perfect continuous for habit duration. I've been doing plus activity plus for or since shows ongoing habits clearly.
Ongoing habits established. Phrasal verbs sound supernatural. Get up, stay up, work out, hang out. Native speaker language. Essential vocabulary.
Essential vocabulary important. Good habit expressions. I make it a habit to, I make sure to. Shows intentional positive behavior. Character development.
Character development conscious. Bad habit expressions. I have a bad habit of, I tend to. Honest self-awareness. Room for improvement acknowledged.
Improvement acknowledged humbly. Questions about habits. What do you usually do? How often do you? Conversation starters. Social connection language.
Social connection building. That's everything you need to talk about habits naturally in English. Complete guide. Practical patterns. Real expressions.
Real expressions authentic. Thank you so much for watching this entire video, for learning with us, for improving your English speaking skills.
Your English speaking skills. Please hit that like button if this helped you talk about habits better. Share with other English learners. Help them improve too.
Improve too together. And absolutely subscribe to Everyday English channel for more practical English lessons about everyday topics. Real English for real life.
For real-life situations. Drop a comment below sharing one habit you have, good or bad. Practice using the patterns we taught today.
Your comments help everyone learn. Your practice builds community. Your engagement makes our channel stronger and better daily.
Stronger and better daily. Remember, changing habits takes time. Be patient with yourself. Practice these expressions daily. Use them in real conversations.
Real conversations, actual. Don't just memorize, actually talk about your habits with friends, with colleagues, with language partners. Real practice matters most.
Matters most, definitely. Start today. Think about your habits. Describe them using today's vocabulary. Notice how native speakers talk about their routines.
About their routines, naturally. Listen for frequency words. Listen for phrasal verbs. Listen for habit expressions. The more you notice, the more natural you'll sound.
You'll sound confident. Use these patterns starting today. In your speaking, in your writing, in your daily English practice.
English practice regular. We'll see you next time on Everyday English channel for more lessons about speaking English naturally in everyday situations.
Everyday situations practical. Take care, everyone, and keep building those good habits.
Good habits daily. Happy practicing your English skills.
See you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and remember, small habits create big changes.
Big changes, definitely. Bye.